Becoming successful in entrepreneurship requires a delicate balance. You've probably all heard the advice that you need to power through and believe in your idea no matter what, but you've also heard that nothing ever goes according to plans and you need to be able to pivot until you produce something that customers want to buy. Now, in addition to the fact that the word pivot is so overused that it now sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me, these two pieces of advice in combination just don't seem to make much sense. Either you need to be completely dedicated to your idea, even when nobody else believes in you, or you need to be willing to throw that idea out the window to follow the customer's whims. But you can't do both at once, right? Let's try rephrasing that second bit about pivots to make this all a bit more clear and to allow me to stop saying the damn word pivot. Now, while it's absolutely important that you believe wholeheartedly in your idea when you're an entrepreneur, that does not mean that you can ignore everything else that's going on around you in the world, and more specifically in your industry. As Charles Darwin said, it is not the strongest of the species who survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. However, adaptability doesn't necessarily mean a complete 180-degree change. It simply means recognizing changes to the environment and adjusting to take advantage of the opportunities and avoid the pitfalls that those changes create. The most successful entrepreneurs adapt to the environment, yes, absolutely, but they also change the environment to fit their goals. Let's think about this through a few examples. Let's say you make a zero-calorie soft drink, and then the government in one of the countries where you sell it outlaws the use of your main sweetener. Refusing to adapt means not changing your formula, facing legal action, and potentially the loss of all your sales in that country. Clearly, clinging to your original idea makes no sense in this case. You have to adapt to the situation and change your formula and/or contest the new law in court. But that doesn't mean you immediately just toss out your original concept completely. Or what about if you make an educational phone app that helps kids learn how to read? You begin testing it and it turns out that the reading app doesn't really outperform other reading apps in general, but it's a superstar when it comes to teaching kids whose first language is not English learn to speak and read English simultaneously. Now, you never intended your app to be for language learning, but now you have a decision to make. Should you keep on your original course and market an average solution to the whole market? Should you change course and start over, building a new app for the original market? Should you keep this app, but now focus on English as a foreign language students? Or should you do options 2 and 3 simultaneously? Clearly, option 1 isn't likely to be the most successful choice, so you need to adapt. Let's look at it from the other side, however. Let's say you've been a singing coach for 3 decades and you have an idea for an app that would help voice students learn to match pitch more easily. But as you're sharing the idea, people around you tell you that there aren't really enough singing students around to make your app worthwhile, and you should instead create an app that helps people learn math because STEM is the hot thing right now. Well, whether or not your original app would be successful and whether or not STEM is hot right now, it makes no sense for you to change course completely and try to build something that you know nothing about just because the potential market may be bigger. Adaptability isn't about allowing yourself to become unfocused on an idea and just bouncing around wherever the wind blows you. Adaptability is about recognizing changes to the environment in which you're building your business and making sure you make small adjustments to keep yourself on track and moving forward. Knowing how to tell the difference is one of the skills that sets great entrepreneurs apart from the rest. If you need some help trying to figure it out, you can start by checking out my video on whose advice you should listen to and whose advice you should ignore, as well as the one on how to conduct market research. Both of those will help you gather the information you need to be able to make the right decisions about whether to change direction or stay the course. Did you like this video? If so, please let me know by making a small fan funding donation to support my channel and keep the videos coming. If you can't give anything, no worries, but a free thumbs up on YouTube would also be very much appreciated. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first to know when new videos go live. And if you prefer to get my latest blog post right to your inbox, head over to katecosta.com and subscribe to my newsletter. Thanks so much for your support, and I'll see you next time on New Venture Mentor.